Hello everyone, Johnny Thunder, EAS&Weather here with your Day 2 fire weather outlook. There's a critical fire weather area tomorrow that encompasses east, central, and southeastern Colorado, far southwestern Kansas, far northwestern Oklahoma, the Oklahoma Panhandle, and central and northeastern New Mexico. Cities in the critical fire weather area tomorrow include Colorado Springs, Colorado, Amarillo, Texas, Pueblo, Colorado, Liberal, Kansas, and Cimarron Hills, Colorado. And now there are two areas where we have elevated fire weather areas tomorrow. One covering southeastern Wyoming, southern South Dakota, most of Nebraska, the western half of Kansas, parts of Colorado, northwestern Oklahoma, western Texas, central and southern New Mexico, and far southeastern Arizona. The second elevated fire risk tomorrow covers northern Georgia, northern South Carolina, most of North Carolina, most of Virginia, eastern West Virginia, much of Maryland, and Washington, D.C. for the elevated. So, anyway, central and southern high plains. Critical fire weather highlights have been introduced across eastern Colorado into portions of the southern high plains. Sustained southwesterly winds of 15 to 25 miles per hour, gusts up to 30 miles per hour amid 10 to 15% relative humidity, single digits locally, are expected atop very dry and receptive fuels, increasing critical fire weather concerns. While high clouds are anticipated later in the afternoon, ongoing poor humidity recoveries and dry and breezy conditions on day 1, Wednesday, will promote an earlier start to the fire environment on day 2, Thursday. Farther north, elevated highlights have been expanded to encompass much of the high plains, widespread south and southwesterly winds of up to 20 miles per hour, and relative humidity of 15 to 20% will overspread a region of 80th to 95th percentile ERCs. An abrupt northerly wind shift is expected as a sharp cold front progresses southeastward in the early evening, potentially impacting active fires. However, chances for light precipitation, colder temperatures, and increasing relative humidity will provide relief to the fire environment overnight for much of the central high plains, Mid-Atlantic, and Piedmont. Elevated highlights have been trimmed to only include areas east of the Appalachian Mountains, as latest model guidance suggests higher relative humidity trends Thursday afternoon in the eastern Tennessee Valley. Otherwise, the forecast remains on track, as multiple days of above normal temperatures and dry and breezy conditions have contributed to very dry fuels with widespread 90th to 99th percentile ERCs. Southwesterly winds of 10 miles per hour or greater, gusts of 20 miles per hour plus, and 25 to 35% relative humidity will support elevated fire weather concerns across the region. So, that's your Day 2 fire weather outlook. Remain safe and vigilant in these areas tomorrow. If I were you, I would gather supplies immediately, such as food, water, clothing, toiletries, medical supplies, a flashlight, a cell phone, phone chargers, extra batteries, and a battery-powered radio in the event they need to evacuate on a moment's notice, because fires can start to spread quickly. Please avoid outdoor burning in these areas tomorrow. Because all it takes is one little spark for a fire to start to spread quickly. Do not throw cigarettes on the ground. Even if they're not lit. Because one, that's littering, which is illegal. It can impact the environment in a negative way. And if you get caught, if you litter, that could lead to a huge fine if you get caught. So don't litter. Especially cigarettes, which brings me to my second point. Because one little spark is all it takes for a fire to start to spread quickly, which could effectively destroy the environment should a fire start as a result, of that little spark. And make sure your cigarette is fully out before you throw it away. So, remain safe and vigilant in these areas tomorrow, and I will see you in the next video. Take care.